Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Cheryl's Home Cooking. So let's get started. Today what I'm going to show you is how I make my cheesy rolled chicken and potatoes and the sauce to go on the chicken. It's super duper good. So let's get cooking. Welcome to Cheryl's Home Cooking, and today what I'm going to show you is my chicken roll-ups. So the first thing that I'm going to start out with is I have 3 chicken breasts. I'll pound them till they're nice and flat. So I just used 2 pieces of parchment paper. And you want it flat like that. So now I'll cut off all the extra fat. I have my oven on 350. You'll bake these chicken roll-ups in your 350-degree oven for about a half an hour or until the chicken is thoroughly cooked. So what I'm going to do with this chicken breast is cut it in half. Place it off to the side. I have a total of 3 chicken breasts. So I'll take the second one. I don't like that fat on there. So place another piece of parchment paper on top and then pound it flat. That's perfect. So now I'll cut this chicken breast in half. Place this one off to the side and onto the last chicken breast. Place a piece of parchment paper on top. That's perfect. So now I'll cut this chicken breast in half. That's perfect. Place that over there. Go wash my hands. So I have my baking dish and I'll coat the bottom of the baking dish with some cooking spray. Place it off to the side. And I purchased this jalapeno cilantro cheese at the local store. I'll be placing some of the cheese in between the chicken. Smells good. So I'll cut a couple of slices. Really looks good, this cheese. I'll place it on the wider side of my chicken and then start to roll it up. See, perfect. I'll take one toothpick to hold it in, place it on my baking dish, and I'll do the same with the rest of my chicken breasts. So just roll it up. Get a toothpick. Now I'll continue on with the rest. So just put 2 slices, then roll the chicken, toothpick, and onto the last one. These cheesy chicken roll-ups are really good. So now I'll add a little pepper. I'll be using seasoned salt rather than regular salt. And in here there's garlic, onion, parsley, pepper. And that's what it looks like. So now I'll place it in my 350-degree oven for about a half an hour until the chicken is done. The rest of my cheese, I'll grate it and then place it on top of the chicken and let it melt on top of the chicken. So I'll put this back in the fridge. I want it to be nice and firm when I'm grating it. Now for my side dish, for my cheesy chicken roll-ups, I'll be making potatoes. I picked up the Baby Dutch yellow potatoes. It's about 1.5 pounds, 24 ounces. So I clean them. I'll place them on my baking dish. I'll place a little canola oil over the potatoes. Make sure they're all in the oil. Perfect. I'll add a little salt. Pepper. And I'll cut a little bit of parsley. And sprinkle it all on top. And that's what it looks like. So now I'll place this in my 350-degree oven for about a half an hour or until the potatoes are fork tender. Now for cleanup duty. So now I'll check on my chicken and my potatoes. Ooh, looking good. Potatoes look good too. It really smells good. A few more minutes and this cheesy chicken roll-ups and potatoes are coming out of the oven. So now I'm going to check on my chicken. Perfect. I'll flip it over. What I'm doing is taking the melted cheese that came out of the chicken rolls and placing it on top of the chicken, because this jalapeno cilantro cheese is super duper good. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do now is take the rest of the jalapeno and cilantro cheese, grate it, and then place it on top of my chicken and put it back in the oven. This is going to be so good. Couple more pieces. So now I'll place it back into the oven and wait for this cheese to melt. These cheesy chicken roll-ups are super duper good. Now for my gravy to go on top of my cheesy rolled chicken, I'll take 2 cups of chicken broth. There's 1. And 2. To this chicken broth, I'll take some parsley and place it in the chicken broth. I'll chop it up. So place it in, put it on my burner. Then I'll add in some Wonder flour, enough to thicken my chicken broth. So now I'll check on my chicken. Ooh, it melted beautifully on there. I'll check on my potatoes. A few more minutes. Wow, this looks super duper good. I'll cut a little parsley. My potatoes are almost done, so I'll let my chicken roll up sit for a few minutes. Then I'll plate it up, put some parsley on top, and this dish is super duper good. I'll check on my potatoes. Boy, do they smell good. Oh yeah. I can stick a fork right in it so they're done. So I'll let them sit while I'm waiting for my gravy. My chicken broth is starting to boil, so now I'll add in the Wondra, and I'll keep stirring because I don't want to get any lumps. So just enough to thicken it. Now I'll add in a little bit of kitchen bouquet, probably about a teaspoon. Perfect. It's a gravy enhancer. So now I'll turn my burner off. So now I'll plate up my chicken, a little bit of potatoes. Doesn't that look good? I'll add a little gravy over my chicken. Over my potatoes. Ooh, wow. Super duper good. Now, doesn't that look good? I can't wait to try it. So now I'll try a bite. Oh, these potatoes really look good. Perfect. Now I'll try the chicken with that jalapeno cilantro cheese. Really good. Deserves a second bite. I'm glad I found that cheese. Put the chicken in the gravy. Super duper good. This recipe is so quick and easy, and I'm so glad I found that jalapeno cilantro cheese. Super duper good. Give it a try. Thanks so much for watching me make my cheesy rolled chicken and potatoes. It's really good. Give it a try. I'll see you next video. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Cheryl's Home Cooking. It really means a lot to me. Please follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook, and hit the like button, and especially ifood.tv. I'll see you all next video. Bye-bye. Now, doesn't this look good?